Robert Titus Glover, youth unemployment. Where did we go or where did we fall short?
Nedikan, Maminchia Motifo ne Mwashafo ewo Facebook. Na minchia minya NPC. Anyone kasa. Nakasa mo building idea come up out. Come up papa. Nakasa what call other media houses I can say you're on top.
Thank you.
Very spacious, well organized, beautiful edifice, and the personnel. And the pay maybe do here right at the entrance, be Pakiana will be Oshami.
That's right.
Straight into the lifts, into the reception, and I feel at home. Menkase adadafono don't do that, but I know pay the mehu idea. Se sana muye mo bia dia
Sane
ene meka se muda mufua
medase
ante munko munim na mungo so nsum gana man ene bia na sema wodi ato bamasu ya yebedu ha bobue ya sema aban bia ba oye bone humodin se obeto ho na mo baabi. But I can speak for my party and my government. And of course, statistically, when you look at the data of graduates you're churning out every year from the public universities, from the private universities, it's so alarming. And at the point in Ukraine, you as a national security threat.
Yeah.
Therefore, government need to think outside the box. I have 2 masters, 1 MA and 1 MBA. White-collar jobs, as we speak, are non-existent or are not readily available. And it's obia ye na dwen say me de me university a me pe abadwuma e de me wa kohye ho a me pese me catch sa graduate say e be de because we share average students are e ba bontin a the dwuma na wo no omo be call retirement no kwa no omo sa. So we need to replace them as and when. It therefore means that you, the individual, you must sit as a graduate. You are trained to really, absolutely, to make sure, say, not necessarily in your area of study where you graduated, but also was good trust. And I was look as a graduate. I graduated. I was missing me green na me baby strong kwa metama timi ho aye baby, and that talks about innovativeness. In advanced countries, in advanced democracies, they are equally struggling in the public sector job creation. And look at this Coco King man. Enya video mo phrase ovie chene yevenu akana mo zen chene karabash kra ene enum gogo echire no ene ehun say ye dey akoshe rubber bag rubber which is even dangerous to our health because heat na echire rubber no me dey fear me catch me was say bangu na mudi rubber no munja side no because I catch a woman etwum ene ekuye ho so stop and na Coco King atuma develop na hwe na manfo say na mo say dey tono. I'm told he's a graduate. Yeah. So we can think outside that. Will develop this. And also, the government initiative of trying to support the private sector is also key. Because hitherto, we shall, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah industrialization drive, no, or the Ghana Industrial Holding Corporation, GIOC, or see factories, baby, Ubatema, baby, never. But because of service government, the intimate so yedi nina asay. Those the state fishing, tema fleet of vessels, a couple, and the vessel back on to my family by 100. A couple. And the fishing industry got a Tomoswano. And the state fishing, a what did you know, Namanquadi, and also what did you say? Egu. So it need the conscious efforts to find out say my initiative na brenado e dia ba no obema nyama e private sector no apagya no. And that is why there's a new paradigm on the 1D1F. Because so type private sector next year, because they are the best managers of their industry. Which I say, and they are buying support bring and the man. Last week Monday, Nami was one of the network so TUC headline daily graphic, youth unemployment is a threat. Yeah. Now when you read the story now, the Secretary General, Dr. Yabang, or Chairman UCC, Labor Economics, and all board Abana Basso say steps now what taken in a 1D1F no is one of the way of income is a one of way of curing the unemployment problem. And then the Bush president and two across the region visit no yet at least or Kobia Fatu Bakuminibia or to be all. Even though the employment na yedi bano esano at a way no a reduce from kakran. It's all over the place. If anything, northern region, Savannah, Savlugu, or be a rice mill, or called northeast, Wale, watermelon factory, and in a juice factory, will be a ewo, or bar Brikum, Airbron region, you have Bokrubiding, Mirefi Krunokra, tomato factory, my own brother-in-law, Yabwahi, a beer tomato factory with the support of the Ezing Bank. Amma outgrowers, a man mudia. Tomatoes, you know, they have ready markets available to feed the factory. Now, Obi Kachem says, he take Udiatica a tree swooper, and the assassin man would dear touch all the tomatoes, you know. Yema forest to phone, almost dear take a war assassin, Yemon Quich, and just assassin be mano, no mundia. Because Odia tomatoes, when you're ready market, not pro. Obi Frinka or qua, no cheap. But because there's a factory that has been sited right there, there's a ready market for them. Farm hands in the ones who you was you bet you. So that is how the vision of 1D1F no Abebwa. Takwa $96 million. Rubber factory. Okabon Satai. When we were young boys growing up. Now it's gone. But there's a new one with the support of government and the private sector. Indeed, a way of creating unemployment, you know, is a way of putting up more factories with government supporting private sector. I think loans apart from green area factory I pay them for the first time. You know, ye share in Numa not titine wawa egua ye pese pay them and okwa Ashanti region. Daku farms. Ene ekuko force in the area. But if we're able to develop, they have large-scale poultry farms. Boris B is my very good friend. Yeah. Very good friend. Now, we should know you know. Sabain Eshenasia, he can expand and employ more people to be in the industry. Youth unemployment is a threat. Now, Meka says so far, initiative now binding afasono. It's good. Na sesana ubambia ba na se yene sanwa akakaka kana yebeteso. But in the interim, you know, an internal day napko ne buy, you know, because otifie you say inside enye dwuma no wanhwana boni abanitrim enti mamimpa bibi enimeni ya na memfom yede enkohwem so that they will buying time onye dwuma pa be bia na ofiri ho. There's an exit plan. We dwuma 1 year 2-3 years we be free no be frako no no swako no akotwa na ade edu bebia na market asam enhyeda nkopapa. But whatever it is, you know, ye bobo ano a ye de musika ema ho ebra ye nyina ye national service 1989 me call border no enchi from Takwa to Simpa to Takwa to Bogoso to Bodie, all the way cross Sankobra na Wasamanso, all the way to Asanko Wasangregwa. They would do enchi. Me kwekura 12 miles from enchi ye from Amunie fiti ho eko Cote d'Ivoire border no it's just about 4-5 miles. You see, that is why I did my so national service 1989. That service in Mba. Sabre no me nantivri me kura about 2 hours. On my chimba say 3 a.m. Na membe chi tata bus na free enchi e kwata krade no. Go through the forest. Very in the night. One should be quite chauti. That could be do na tata na chum. No ko. Tata bus no ko. So have to sit on a tractor from the village hono edi akwa senkregwa. Unfortunately, me do one I tell you that experience. I remember my savior was a district officer no for national service. Sabre no awi so amai na hia senkregwase. No mami transport and I me decide chibaye. So gradually no saying you man do baby no market no ekekem. But ye bet your kadie because also jitu no jini kakankaka wa chiche ubi anyane kakankaka. So fast forward, I think say youth unemployment can be handled. Say a bino program no or to open up supporting private sector to build more jobs. And the member ejumana kum. But say the I can say white collar jobs are benjumano, even though a bit my benjumana maye. A bit makoye. And for the Monday, we share security recruitment now. The idea now is an eyesore. Seriously, I think that there should be a better way of managing them. Yeah. In fact, a woman gather at a point with these large numbers and boy,
as at 7 p.m.
We can really segment them into it's going to take about 2 weeks to do that. There's no rush to do it than to allow so when you say a day where 500 yeah 500 remember numbers no is what we are screening it can flow but was right from days and the chassis from back Rollins era, but I think that there should be a nice way of managing these things, not to raise passion within the youth. Now you better ways, it's not going to help because the Jumano readily be new ubi up a baby, and that is why the interest has developed. Say you pay security service, but there's a better way of managing them. But Matimaka said, yeah, buy Yamayadum, we share data in terms of educational sector, teacher for and other workers in the education service. We have really employed a lot of people who call health sector nurses. Make I say 20 me call parliament first on the 7th of 2013. Now nurses, there was backlog. I used to be employed. In the year 2017, graduate free nursing training from the public sector alone. Private sector for because they are training institutions in the health sector.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the backlog
Jackson
kept
education.
You understand? So buy no say Debbie. They've all gone through training in nursing. Let's add them together. And do be Piketty, Ministry of Health, old ministry honor. They'll pick it, making noise and all that. And they have to clear all these graduates from nursing. And then on the every year be clearance in the bar. Not only nurses, you look at allied workers, you look at medical officers. We are doing a lot for the youth, but there's still room for improvement. It's a work in progress that gradually government is working on to work on that.
His name is Honorable Titus Glover, an MPC.